Okay, guys. Now here is a thought-provoking question for you. What do you get when you take the most beloved children's fantasy characters of all time? That would be Dorothy Gale, the Tin Woodman, and the Scarecrow. And what do you get when you take the Land of Oz and make it fall into a land of disrepair and turmoil? And then send the Tin Woodman and the Scarecrow into modern day Kansas to try and find Dorothy. Well, you get this film, After the Wizard. Which, by the way, tells the story of Elizabeth, a young orphan who lives in an orphanage, who believes herself to be Dorothy Gale. By the way, she actually is Dorothy Gale. Okay. And after we get the introduction to her in the orphanage, we jump then into the Land of Oz shortly after Dorothy's left, or not long after Dorothy's left, and as the wizard has now also fled in his hot air balloon. Our favourite characters who were in favour to rule the many different countries of Oz have now fallen out of favour with the people of those countries. And Oz has fallen back into the clutches of the flying monkeys. So you can say there's an uprising on their hands. And the lion sends the Scarecrow and the Tin Woodman need to venture into Kansas to find Dorothy. Well, the lion bravely sacrifices himself so the Tin Woodman and the Scarecrow can go on this adventure. They do. Only to land, not in Kansas, but outside a school in another state. So they have to go on a bus ride. They have to go on a trek across the country to get to Dorothy. They're trying to get to Kansas City, Kansas. And along their way, they actually meet a man on a train who is a fan of the tale of the Wizard of Oz. Knowing who they are. And of course, now nobody actually believes they're the Tin Woodman and the Scarecrow. They think they're just two men in costumes. Well, which they are in real life, yeah, come on. But they think they're just two men dressed up in costumes. So they eventually do find the orphanage where Dorothy lives and reunite with her. And the orphanage itself is in some kind of trouble, as the old head matron is leaving and is going to be going into the new headship of the doctor who actually comes into the orphanage. Now, of course, with them at the orphanage believing Dorothy to be the girl Elizabeth, they think she's crazy about her stories about being Dorothy and meeting the Scarecrow and Tim Woodman, and about them coming to find her. That is, though, until a tornado strikes and the Tim Woodman and Scarecrow have to go back to Oz. And obviously they have to track down Toto as well. So, it just leads you to ask the question, is Elizabeth really Dorothy? Did she really go on these adventures? Yes, it's set in a world where the stories of Oz are fictional. Okay. Despite Oz actually being a real place in the film still. So, if you think about it now, Dorothy's in the orphanage because her aunt and uncle are dead, unalived. And they think she was unalived by the storm. No, she took shelter in the basement of the orphanage. She's unharmed. So, now my opinion of this film, guys, is I enjoyed it. Yeah, I actually like the film. It is a bizarre take on the story, but hey, just because it's a bizarre take doesn't mean it's bad. So, anyway, that is it for this episode. The next time you'll see me, I will be reviewing the most recent gaming movie, a Minecraft movie. Until then, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a Semajical time.